At the end of the Roman Forum, there once stood a large octa-style temple dedicated to Castor and Pollux. Here in my 1:650 reconstruction, I managed to fit 6 columns across the front, making it hexastyle. I really enjoyed adding a bit of artistic license here with the lower halves of the columns painted in red, since it was often the case that white, non-exotic marbles would be painted halfway up along street level. That paint has mostly faded from view today, which is why we end up with reconstructions that are almost completely whitewashed. Actually, that goes for statues as well, like Augustus of Prima Porta now in the Vatican museums. We know from traces of pigment that it certainly was painted thousands of years ago, at least to some extent. You might be wondering why there was a temple dedicated to the Dioscuri on this site in the first place. That's because there's a natural spring known as the Lacus Ioturni right next to the temple. This small shrine dedicated to the water nymph Ioturna is said to have been the spot where the Gemini twins watered their horses and announced the Roman victory at the Battle of Lake Regillus in 495 BCE. All that's left of the temple today are 3 Corinthian columns standing side by side over the ruined foundations. But Castor and Pollux's legacy in Roman myth was far more widespread and much better preserved in various monumental sculptures. The Quirinal Dioscuri, which now stand outside the Palazzo del Quirinale, might have once decorated the pediment of the enormous Temple of Hercules and Dionysus. This temple was originally part of a hillside complex built by the Severan emperors, and so little of it has been preserved that its identity is still debated by scholars. I based my reconstruction on the work of Suzanne Lusnia, which you'll find documented in her paper, Creating Severan Rome. Another pair of twins are the Capitoline Dioscuri, which stand at the top of the steps leading up to the Campidoglio and the Capitoline Museums. This pair were excavated on the site of another temple dedicated to Castor and Pollux, located in the Circus Flaminius, near the Tiber River. That one is part of my Phase 3 design efforts, still yet to be built, but are all exclusively and extensively documented on Patreon. So consider subscribing if you'd like to help out in the realization of my work, and definitely follow along for more insights like these, not just of Rome, but my entire 16-year body of work. Thanks for watching, and you can let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next.